Now, the ruling coalition ally, the Pakistan Democratic Movement, today staged protests at the Supreme Court over its decision to grant relief to former Prime Minister Imran Khan, while the nation continues to witness vandalism allegedly being carried out by Imran Khan's supporters. Meanwhile, Lahore High Court today granted bail to his wife Bushra Bibi till May 23 in the Al Qadr Trust case. Islamabad High Court had also granted Imran Khan bail in certain cases filed after May 9 till May 17. A verdict that is only valid in Islamabad too. Take a look at the big developments in Islamabad today. In Pakistan today, Pakistan Democratic Movement workers staging a protest against Imran's release outside the Pakistani Supreme Court. Imran Khan slamming the PDM protest for, quote, trampling the constitution. Meanwhile, Pak Assembly has passed a resolution for judicial reference against the CJP, which is the Chief Justice of Pakistan. So this judicial reference will be basically like a no-confidence expression to the president, will be sent by the Assembly Speaker. On the other side, Lahore High Court granted bail to Imran's wife Bushra Bibi till May 23. We'll discuss what is coming up next for both Imran Khan and the country in just a bit. Let's go across to Anil Trigunayat, former Indian diplomat. Kamar Chima is a strategic expert joining us from Pakistan. Kamar Chima, let me come to you first up. I want to understand how serious is this judicial reference resolution by the Pakistani Assembly against the Chief Justice?
Well, these are the optics we have seen in the 90s in Pakistani politics, and they are emerging again. Now, Imran Khan, who was the blue-eyed of the military establishment a few years back, now it seems the government believes that he is the blue-eyed of the judiciary in Pakistan. So right now, the Pakistani parliament, which believes that every time the Supreme Court of Pakistan, they come and they attack the parliament by de-seating or by sending the Prime Minister home, this time we shall not let the Supreme Court to send a Prime Minister home. Although the government has this perspective, but the government's perspective is also controversial because they are not letting the constitution to get implemented, which is that the provincial assembly elections shall be conducted in 90 days. So right now, the judiciary, which seems to be heavily bent towards Imran Khan, believes that they are politicized in one way. But at the same time, their version or the view about or their idea or their assessment or their verdicts that the constitution shall be implemented is absolutely right. So the government has come in front of the Supreme Court to pressurize them that do not force us for the elections and do not send home the Prime Minister if the Supreme Court's verdict is not honored.
Okay. Anil Trigunayat, I want to understand from you, the kind of posturing that Imran Khan is doing, it is quite clear that he is also not going to back off. In fact, he's only upping the ante against the establishment, the government, and everybody else concerned. How do you see what he's saying? For example, he's talked about this London plan. He's now naming people directly. This is all unprecedented in Pakistan.
What has happened is not really unprecedented. And as Mr. Chima said, in 1990s, very similar situation had prevailed. But today what we are looking at is that, again, there is a game between the duels. There is a parliament or the PDM and the army on the one side in this, and we see the judiciary and Imran Khan on the other. This is becoming as stark as that much. So therefore, the faith in either of the institutions is somehow being circumvented by these acts. But at the same time, as far as Imran Khan is concerned, I think that he's probably considering that this is a do or die situation for him. So he wants to continue to maintain the pressure on the streets, having secured a short victory at least for 2 weeks. But if he doesn't want his people to go back, he wants this thing to continue, demonstrations, protests, which will continue to maintain the pressure on the government as well as on the military.
No, but Kamachim, I want to understand from you. One, there is no sense of letting up from Imran Khan. He is continuing to ask his people to continue to agitate. We've seen some of those visuals where the agitation or the protests went horribly wrong, but he says that those were actually not PTI supporters, that those were false flag operations to malign the PTI and him. But I want to understand from you, where is this bravado of Imran Khan coming from? Is it purely the public support, which he believes is so overwhelmingly in his favor, that's why he can afford to do this? Or is there more?
Well, frankly speaking, to this time, he believes that he has told truths to the public where he believes that the military intervenes in politics. One thing. Secondly, all these opposition parties, they were together. They are now in government. They ousted me with the support of the military. So he's kind of telling a truth right now to the public.
But this is not a truth that the public didn't know in Pakistan, no, Kamar? Was the public in Pakistan not aware that the military rules the roost and has political control in Pakistan?
Well, this was not that much public in the past. One thing, or the people, because of the social media, people know the reality. And particularly Imran Khan and all those social media people on social media, the journalists or social media workers, they have tried to aware people of the reality. Earlier, the mainstream media used to talk all that in signals mostly. So right now, each and every character in the military establishment or the intelligence agencies is being discussed, what they have done, what they have spoken in the past, what has been the plan in the past, what is the plan in the future. So I think everything is out in the public, and people now have realized that okay, this is how the military has been involved in politics. But the problem is not that the military's involvement in politics is bad. Imran Khan says that the military shall involve, should have involved in politics, but they should be on his side.
Right.
So he is not talking about civilian supremacy in the country. He doesn't believe that that the military and the judiciary, they should go by the book. He believes that judges should support him, or he believes that the military general shall support him. So this is where the situation creates more chaos.
Okay.
And right now, yes.
Yes, one second. Anil Turgunayat, I want to understand from you this pressure, so-called pressure on the Pakistani army establishment. How do you see this? Is it just temporary? This will eventually not yield to any long-lasting change in Pakistan, or could it?
Well, it could as well be some kind of a paradigm shift, because, see, I firmly believe that even though in Pakistan, the army has a disproportionate influence over the polity and the economy of the country, but the fact remains is that when people rise, and I hope it is not, if it is only the PTI workers who are coming out, then it will fizzle out. But at the same time, as I read somewhere, that one has to see whether Imran Khan emerges as Sheikh Mujibur Rahman or a Bhutto. One does not know how it happens, because at the end of the day, the army will eventually find a way to control him or this kind of dissent. But at the moment, situation as it is evolving, because it is a combination of many factors. Imran Khan is also the creation of the army.
Exactly.
We all know that. So it is. He wanted the support to continue. He fell foul with them, and then they had to ease him out. And once he eased out, he went to the street, thinking that he's a very popular leader, and which is, of course, is quite visible on the streets also. So I think that he can stretch it to a point, but not beyond.
Kamachima, final comments. What do you see happening in the next few days in this battle?
Well, the reality is that Imran Khan is asking for the freedom protest across the country, whereas the government is protesting against the judiciary. So Imran Khan is protesting against military's involvement in politics, and the government is protesting that the judiciary is intervening in politics and favoring Imran Khan. But the question right now, the problem is that no one has a solution. The government doesn't want to honor the Supreme Court's verdict, and the Imran and the military is not going to back off because they believe that this is ultimate their job to keep that there should be some sort of a balance in the country. And right now, Imran Khan, whose workers have destroyed the properties of the military installations, people have been killed. So the military believes that all these people who have been involved in these incidents, they should be punished. So it seems
what
that
about Imran Khan himself? He fears that he will be arrested by hook or by crook.
Yes, it seems that in coming days he will be arrested because there are dozens of cases against him, and the only thing is that his opposition is the people who are in power. When they were in opposition, they used to be in jail, and the Supreme Court and the higher courts didn't used to intervene this way or to produce this person in the Supreme Court the way they brought Imran Khan from the NAB's prison. So the question is, Supreme Court is showing completely tilt towards Imran Khan, and Imran Khan believes that his only hope is the judiciary, which can save him from all these cases which are politically motivated. But right now, he has become a challenge for the government and for the military. Let's see how things will move forward because no one has a solution. No one knows what will happen tomorrow.
And can I also ask you finally, Qamar Chima, what is the situation like, especially in Islamabad, around on ground and also vis-a-vis some of the blockades and the internet suspensions, etc.?
Well, internet has just been restored fully. Twitter and other social media platforms have been restored just now, just today, I should say. But at the same time, I was out on the roads in Islamabad and it was all fine. There was one road, just Constitution Avenue, where these protesters from the government, they were there. Otherwise, Islamabad is all free and people are having their own life is going on.
Okay, I'll leave it at that. I do thank both of our guests for joining us. Let's wait and see exactly what happens. We'll slip into a very short break. On the other side, we have a special report from the USA. Stay tuned.